Hi everybody, Josiah here, also known as Chilling Silence, and this is my second time doing this today because you will have seen on Twitter I didn't unmute myself the first time around. Actually, okay. I can see it's coming through this time. We're good. Alright, so let's get into this. The Malay language is now live on the DigiByte website. Oh, I haven't gone and liked this. Yeah, there we go. The Malay language is now live on the DigiByte website. You can go and check that out, digibyte.io. But not just the Malay language, because we also have the Greek language live on digibyte.io. So this is really cool, and I want to give a big thank you, first of all, to Murat and Nigel for taking the translations and implementing them. So once they've done a translation, say for example George has finished the Greek language, Murat and Nigel will take that and they'll kind of slot the translations into the different parts on all the website, and it takes them around about 4 hours, give or take, per language. So you'll notice this is 9 a.m. my time? Yeah, 9 a.m. my time. And then if we have a look at this one, was yesterday at 4:20 p.m. So I don't know when Murat sleeps. I wonder if he does. Anyway, so for the Malay language, thank you to Nazreen and Inzam for translating that. Really appreciate that. And also to George for the Greek language. Thank you very much for getting that translated. So if we go to the website, you can check all of these out up the top here if you want to manually click on the button. Otherwise, normally when you go there, it will identify your web browser's locale and regional settings and automatically change it for you. But if we go 1, 2, 3, 11. Wow, 1, 2. So that's 31 languages. 31 languages! That's really awesome. That's something that we should be proud of. And so I really want to say thank you to everybody who's been involved with that. We've actually had some really great feedback, especially recently with some of the other international exchanges that are not English speaking, have come along, they've seen the website, they've seen that it's in their native language. We've got some amazing feedback from that. It's all very well and good, like the last one would translate, moderately well. But with this, when you go there and it's in your native language, you're reaching just such a broader spectrum of people who don't specifically want to have to, wade through a moderately decently Google translated website, you know what I mean? So this is really cool. It's something that then you can go, and if you don't speak English, you can now tell your friends about DigiByte. They can go to the website, it's in their native language, and that's so important. So a really big thank you to everybody. I know I kind of do this every second or third day, but it is really important, and the community should be proud of what they've done. So thank you. Thank you very much. Speaking of thanks, I just wanted to say a quick shout out. Thank you thingies for 5,000 DigiByte going towards ProgPoW. And also the DGB.community have also donated 5,000 DigiByte to the ProgPoW fundraising that we're doing. You can go check it out, DGB.community, get yourself an email address so that you can use it to represent the DigiByte community. Very handy if you're going out and you're reaching out to, say, exchanges, projects, things like that. It's just that little bit more professional compared to, having a Hotmail address, for example. So anyway, thank you both for that. Now, like Eric has pointed out here, we are over 2/3 of the way there. Super stoked. I was talking with somebody last night. They've wished to remain anonymous, but they had a bit of a chat with me before they made their donation, and now, thanks to them, that's another 105,000 DigiByte, which has been donated. So now, what are we actually at? Because I've got this. Oh, hey, another unconfirmed transactions come through. So that's another 2,000. Sweet. So yeah, 336,000 in total. That's awesome. Out of our goal of 500,000 DigiByte. So if you want to read more about this, you can go here. So I explain, scroll back up to the top here. We're doing a fundraiser for the ProgPoW implementation, and you can donate here. We're going to be giving 100% of it all to Christy Lee Minahan. Just for people who aren't too familiar with this, where we've done these in the past, I never keep a cent or a Satoshi or anything. This all goes directly to the destination. Well, directly from me, actually, to the destination. So, whatever. The goal is 500,000 DigiByte. We're going to take that. So you can see here, I kicked it off with the first 25,000. Once we've got 500,000, we'll send it all to Christy Lee. Thank you very much for doing the ProgPoW implementation. Now, as far as I'm aware, this is already well underway. I was having a bit of a chat with her last night. She is making some strides there. That's really cool to see. So I'm super excited because this is going to be the next big step for DigiByte. I think that this is really going to help. Oh, what's the best way of explaining this? Like setting the foundations for the next few years of DigiByte. So when multi-algo came out, we've got 5 algorithms. For those, just a real quick summary. 5 algorithms. Originally, 2 of them were ASIC mineable, 2 of them were GPU mineable, and 1 of them was CPU mineable. Now, that changed, and as of last year, as of, let's say, 12 months ago, all 5 of them were ASIC mineable. What we're doing is we're swapping some of those out, so we're going to have 1 that is ASIC mineable. Actually, it'll be 2 that are ASIC mineable because 1 will be scripted and we'll keep another 1. We're going to have 1 that is FPGA mineable, 1 that is GPU mineable, and 1 that is CPU mineable. So going back to the original kind of multi-algorithm intent of being both GPU, CPU mineable, that broader distribution of DigiByte, the broader participation in the mining spectrum, the easier distribution, an easier way to onboard people. It's a lot more appealing to kind of jump on board and wet your toes with it a little bit and find out about DigiByte through mining. So I think this is really quite important, and I'm starting to lose my voice because this is now the second time we've done this, and I'm 6 minutes in, so hang on. DigiByte cup. Anyway, so one more quick kind of update. I wanted to bring people up to speed a little bit on what's been going on with iOS here. So before we do that, I want to give a big shout out to Yoshi. The dude is incredible and has been working hard on iOS. Super grateful. I don't have my iPod Touch handy to show you the wallet, but we've got most of an implementation now for DigiAssets. Couple of last little kind of issues that we're wanting to sort out, but Yoshi's wanting to step back from iOS for a little bit and take a little bit of a break. So what we've got here, don't worry, I'll no need to panic, I'll get to that in a second. So we have here his DigiAssets implementation. I was talking with him last night about this, and oh cool, GTO has merged this, yeah. And he's got basically the current state of play is all, including the additional bug fixes and things like that, which haven't yet made it into a test flight build, have now all been pushed onto GitHub. So what we have here, this is DigiByte Wallet iOS. Now, a little bit of, not really history, but insight here. So when you have your app on your phone, it's made up of 2 components. So in this instance, we've got for iOS, so you've got your DigiByte Wallet iOS, and it also has an underlying kind of back end that it uses as well, known as the SPV Core. Now this SPV Core is what basically is shared between both Android and iOS, and it allows it to talk with the blockchain, basically. It's one kind of unified code base that both of them then go off and use on Android and iOS, but this SPV Core is how they both talk with the DigiByte blockchain, like other core nodes and things like that. So anyway, this is his DigiAssets implementation as it is right now. He's gone and committed that. He's also been making some improvements on the SPV Core. So you'll see here, this is DigiByte Wallet Core. It's terribly named. We really should put SPV in there. Whatever. So, I mean, you can see he's been super busy, like ever since last year, going through all of these things. I want to say a big shout out and a big thank you to Yoshi for all the time and effort that he has committed into this, and most importantly now he's got it ready for somebody else is going to take up the mantle. So Ploenne, who's previously done some iOS work for us, is going to help basically like bring it over the line now and get the last few little things ready so that we can have a public test flight. So Ploenne has previously done some iOS work for us. He's familiar with the code base. He's already got it. It's on his computer. He's already started working on it. So I hope you will join me in thanking him for taking this up. Really appreciate it. Really excited to see this getting over the line. Now, the reason that Yoshi has wanted to step back, at least one of the reasons, is that he's wanting to spend a little bit more time working on the DigiByte Core. Not to be confused with the SPV Core here. So that's why, like, that's terrible naming now that I'm really, like, thinking about it. Wanting to work on the actual core DigiByte wallet, which you use on your PC. So we can see here he's been making a few commits and things like this. I just clicked on a random one and it brought this up. So in terms of the actual core wallet, which is going to be, we've got here 8.19. Hey, see how I saw that? 8.19 is going to be the next major upgrade, which is going to include taking us from Bitcoin Core 0.17 to 0.19. It's also going to include implementation of ProgPoW and RandomX. And this is why I'm talking about, if we come back here to the fundraiser, why this is so important. These are the algorithm replacements that are going to be coming in the next iteration. So this is why we're going to 0.19 because we'll be based on Bitcoin 0.19, and we're going from version 7 to version 8 because it's the 8th major network protocol upgrade. So that's how we get those different version numbers in case you're curious. So he has been working on this. I've been doing a bunch of testing with him. We do have it building without a GUI at the moment. There's a few changes that Bitcoin have brought in the GUI, and long story short, it's being worked on. So big thank you to Yoshi for everything that he's been doing with iOS and everything that he is now doing with the core DigiByte as well. Maybe I'll fire that up or whatever, and we'll get some like screenshots of it running in the terminal at least, just to kind of show you a little bit about what's been going on there and show you this early version of 8.19 on the network. Yeah. Anyway, that's going to be all from me for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. This is the second time through, but I think it was probably better the second time anyway. Whatever. This is what we're going to put up. So consider leaving a like, subscribe, hit the share button. You can reach me in the comment section below if you do have any questions. I'm on Twitter at DGB_chilling, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Don't forget to go, and I'll include links here so you can go and donate to this as well, and let's get that 500k DigiByte. Talk to you in the next video. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.